Welcome to I Wrote This News. Today is January 25, 2022. Here's what you need to know. The Atlanta area prosecutor weighing whether former President Donald Trump and others committed crimes by trying to pressure Georgia election officials has been granted a special purpose grand jury to aid in her investigation. Fulton County Superior Court judges on Monday approved the request made last week by Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis and said she will be allowed to seat a special grand jury on May 2nd. In a letter last week, Willis, a Democrat, told the chief judge of Fulton County Superior Court the move was needed because a significant number of witnesses and prospective witnesses have refused to cooperate with the investigation absent a subpoena requiring their testimony. The Food and Drug Administration on Monday took 2 monoclonal antibody therapies off the list of COVID-19 treatments, saying the medications should not be used because they are not effective against the dominant Omicron variant. As a result, the Department of Health and Human Services, which distributes COVID treatments to states, notified state health officials that it has halted distribution of the medications. Patrizia Cavazzoni, director of the FDA Center for Drug Evaluation and Research, said in a statement that data show the 2 antibody treatments are highly unlikely to be active against the Omicron variant. Omicron is responsible for more than 99% of cases in the United States, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. President Joe Biden was heard calling a reporter from the Fox channel a stupid son of a blank on a hot microphone following a White House event Monday afternoon. The president's failure to remain presidential came as reporters were shouting questions while exiting the East Room following a White House Competition Council meeting on efforts to lower prices. Fox White House correspondent Peter Doocy asked Biden, "Do you think inflation is a political liability in the midterms? It's a great asset, more inflation. What a stupid son of a blank," Biden could be heard saying. Doocy said that Biden called his phone shortly after their exchange to apologize for his remark and to explain, quote, "It's nothing personal, pal." But no word yet from Doocy's mother, who technically was the target of Biden's potty mouth. A study that provided poor mothers with cash for the first year of their children's lives appears to have positively changed the baby's brain activity. The differences were modest. Researchers likened them in statistical magnitude to moving to the 75th position in a line of 100 from the 81st, and it remains to be seen if changes in brain patterns will translate to higher skills. Still, evidence that a single year of subsidies could alter something as profound as brain functioning highlights the role that money may play in child development and comes as President Biden is pushing for a much larger program of subsidies for families with children. A Maryland man has been found dead at his home surrounded by dozens of snakes, many of them venomous. Local police officers say they found 124 snakes including pythons, cobras, and rattlesnakes. The largest was said to be a 14-foot Burmese python, which is unusual because I didn't think snakes had feet. The unnamed 49-year-old man was pronounced dead at the scene. The cause of death has not yet been determined, but police say there is no evidence of foul play, which honestly is an odd thing to say because these were snakes, not chickens. Now it's time for On This Day in History. On this date in 1533, in what will come to be a bit of a habit, Henry VIII of England dumps his old wife for a new one. On this date in 1890, journalist and inventor Nellie Bly completes her 72-day around-the-world journey, emulating Jules Verne's fictional character Phileas Fogg. On this date in 1915, Alexander Graham Bell inaugurates U.S. transcontinental telephone service, speaking from New York to Thomas Watson in San Francisco. On this date in 1995, Russia almost launches a nuclear attack after it mistakes a Norwegian research rocket for a U.S. Trident missile. Celebrating birthdays today are actresses Lee Taylor-Young, Dinah Manoff, and Jennifer Lewis, singer Alicia Keys, and wrestler Stephanie Bellers. Happy birthday to all of them, and if your birthday is today, a very happy birthday to you as well. Today's news was brought to us by The Washington Post, CNN, The New York Times, the BBC, and Wikipedia. If you have a comment or a question about anything you've heard today, or if you have a suggestion, please send us a note at IWTN, all one word, at thatradioshow.com. That email address one more time is IWTN, all one word, at thatradioshow.com.
One more thing, if this podcast sounds a little funny, that's because it's also an experiment. All of the vocals were generated using AI technology. Hopefully the show will sound different and better as the tech improves and as we improve at using it. I'm Bob Neese, hoping you have an amazing day. We'll get together again soon.